okay, which is the file handling. Okay, for the objectives, to learn about the file handling. The second one is to know the usage of different file management functions. Let's identify what is a file. Okay, file is a collection of data or information that are stored in a computer known as a file. A file is a collection of bytes stored on a secondary storage devices. Okay, the four different types of what we call files are: first is the data type files. Okay, it's a computer file which stores data to be used by computer application or system, including the input and output data. Okay, the data file usually does not contain instructions or code to be executed. So most computer program work with data files. An example of this is the, let's say, a letter you write in a word processor, or a presentation made from PowerPoint. Okay, so those are the example of data files. The text files, okay, is a kind of computer file that is extracted as a sequence of lines of electronic text. Okay, text file exists stored data within a computer file system. um, it is also known as what we call flat file. Okay, again, it is also known as what we call flat file. For the program files, directory name of a standard folder in a Microsoft Windows operating system, in which an application that are not part of the operating system conventionally installed, okay, in a what we call files, program files. Then we have the directory files. Okay, directory files, also known as the folder. Directory is a collection of files typically created for organizational purposes. So file is a file that is a unit of information stored on a computer. Okay, it may be a document or a web page or a wide range of other types of information. Okay, file streams. A stream refers to the flow of data in a bytes, okay, from one place to another, from program to file or vice versa. So there are two types of streams. The first one is the text stream, which it consists of sequence of character. Each line of character in the stream may be terminated by a new line character. So text streams are used for textual data, which has a consistent appearance from one environment to another, or from one machine to another. And then we have the binary stream. Okay, it is a series of bytes. Binary stream are primarily used for non-textual data, which is required to keep exact content of the file. Okay. Two categories of file. We have the text file and then the what we call binary file. Text file is a text file that can be collected of collection of characters that a computer can process sequentially. Okay, it is a process only in forward direction. It is open for one kind of operation. It could be reading, writing, or attaching at any given time. Then we can read only one character at a time from a text file. For binary file, is a file containing a collection of bytes. Okay, the binary file is also referred to as a character stream. Okay, character stream. So usage of file management function. Open, create a new file for use. So open new existing file for use. F close, close a file which has been opened for use. Get reads a character from a file. Put else writes a character to a file. F print writes a set of data, okay, value to a file. Fscanf reads a set of data value from a file. Get W reads an integer from a file. Put W writes an integer to a file. Fseek set the position to a desired point in the files. Ftel gives the current position in the file. Then we have the rewind, sets the position to the beginning of the file. Okay, naming a file, or what we call naming convention. Okay, a file is identified by its name. So this name is divided into two parts. File name and the extension. File name, it consists of alphabets and digits. So special characters are also supported, but it depends on the operating system we use. Then we have the extension. So it describes the file type. It's when we say file type, it could be for the images, could be JPEG, GIF, okay, PNG. For the text naman, myfile.txt, or for word processing, .docs or .docx. Okay, for PowerPoint, PPT. Okay, for Excel, XLS. So those are examples of file extensions. For opening a file, to perform any operation, read or write, on a file, the file must be brought into memory from the storage device or hard disk. This process of bringing the copy of the file from the disk is a secondary storage to memory, or main storage is called opening the file. For modifying files, a file can be accessed in two ways. You have the serial access and the random access. Generally, all the text files are considered to be sequential files because lines of text is also called records that are stored in a file. The beginning of each record in a sequential file is unpredictable, whereas in random access files, all the records are in the same length. Okay, so that concludes our second part lecture, which is the topic is the file handling. So thank you.